guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you all how to crochet a pullover. So I'm going to be using this yarn. It's called lollipop. So I'm going to use the needle number 3 to fix it. So guys, this is my yarn and this is my crochet that I'm using. So I'll go straight to the point. I'll remove my yarn from the inner part, so it's going to be easier for me. So the first thing I'm going to do is to begin my pullover. I'm going to begin with a chain. I'm going to crochet 15 chain. That's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 and 15. And when you are making your chain, guys, always try to make it not too tight or too loose, because when you make it too tight, when you're coming back, it's going to be really difficult for you to pass through the holes. So I'm going to crochet half crochet back on top of the chain. So this part I'm working on, it's my elastic coat. The elastic coat of my pullover. So here I go, and now I'm going to come back. When I'm coming back, I'm crocheting from the front part. That's, I don't put this way, I put but in the front part. You see my half crochets, I put my hook but in the front part. I don't put it from behind. So here I go. From here I make a chain and I come back. So I'm just going to be doing the same thing on the chain, over and over. So as you can see, this is how your elastic coat is going to look like. See you on the other parts. So I keep on crocheting. Here I go. Let's see what I have now, guys. You can see. So this is the elastic coat. I want to make my elastic coat to be 50 centimeters. So I'm going to measure this. I'll do the measurement to see if it's already 50 centimeters. As I begin from this end and I measure straight up this way. Now it's 44 centimeters. So 6 centimeters is still left. So I still have to crochet again a little bit. So see you on the other end when I reach the 50 centimeters, guys. So I'm almost at 50 centimeters, guys. I'm going to crochet 2 lines, then I'll do the measurement, and we will all see if it's 50 centimeters or not. So here I go with my 2 lines. So let me do the measurement and we see if I have 50 centimeters. So I'll start from this end, to this end. Yeah, as you can see, it's 50 centimeters exactly I have. So what next I'll do is so from here I'm going to crochet half stitches on top of the line and make a chain. Then I'm going to crochet half stitches from here to the other side, and I'll add some few half stitches inside because my pullover, it's going to be a big one. So as I crochet I go, I'm going to be adding some few stitches inside. So from this end, see I reached that other end, I'm just going to do but half stitches. So I'm almost here, guys. Here I go. So from here I begin from here to here, and I've added 22 half stitches up here. So from here to here, all the other holes I made by one half stitches, but some of the holes I added two half one half stitches, all together making it 22 half stitches. So what next I'm going to do is I'm going to crochet a chain, 3 chain, then I'm going to come back here, this hole, double crochet, then I do half crochet. Next, double crochet, double crochet, then I make half crochet. Next, I crochet 2 double crochets on different holes, then the next hole I do a half crochet. So 2 double crochets, half crochet. You can see what's given. So from here till I reach this other side, I'm going to continue with the same stitches. I do 2 double crochets, then the next I do half crochet. So see you when I reach the other end. So here I go, guys. I'm almost at the end, doing my same stitches. 2 double stitch and a half stitch, 2 double stitch and half stitch, 2 double stitch then half stitch, then I make 1 double stitch. So I'm going to come back so on this hole I'm going to put 2 double stitches inside, then here I'm going to put a half stitch, then on this hole I'm going to put 2 double stitches, then next here I put half stitch. So the next hole under the half stitch I put up 2 double stitches, then next here after the 2 double stitches I put half stitch, then next under the, like you can see here I've put half stitch, so just next closer to the half stitch I'm going to put 2 double stitches. So next here I put half stitch, next closer to the half stitch I put 2 double stitches. Here, so I'm going to repeat the same procedure like that till I reach that other end. You can see what it's giving, you can see the stitches that it's giving. So see you on the other end, guys. So I keep on going, guys, with my same stitches. So here I'm going to make a half stitch, you can see. So this how I'm going to be crocheting till it reach a certain measurement. So see you all on the other side, guys. So guys, I'm almost on this other end, so I'm just doing the repetition like I show you. So when I arrive here, what I do, I make half stitch here, then I make 3 chain, then I turn back this other way. From this side that I'm beginning, I make 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets here, then the half stitch, 2 double crochets, half stitch on this other hole, 2 double crochets. So that's how I'm going to crochet like that till I reach it. Let me just profit and I show you guys. You can see this what is given, and this my pullover so far that I've crocheted. So the largeness of my pullover is 64 centimeter because it's going to be a big pullover. Then I want to make it to be 67 centimeter long from the downer part to the up, 67 centimeters. So see you guys on the other end. So guys, I'm almost to this other end, half stitch, then here I want my, from here I'll measure and see how long the pullover has been from the downer section to the topper section. Sorry, it's really big, so I'm having a small table, but I'm just trying. So this the downer part I put into the upper part. You can see I'm right now I'm already having 39 centimeter. So what next I'm going to do here is I'm going to reduce the sides of the hands. So what I need is my stitch markers. So here the hands I'm going to reduce from here. So I'll reduce 1 2 3. So I come on this other side, I'm going to do the same, 1 2 3. So I'm going to put my stitch marker here. You make sure that the reduction should be same. As you can see, the two sides are same. So what next I'm going to do now, I'm going to take my yarn, then I'll start crocheting from the place where I put my stitch marker. So this reduction is where I'm going to put the arms of my pullover. The first thing I'm going to do here is a chain. Then what I do next is I'm going to make 2 double crochets beside. Then because this is a side, when you're starting from this side, you always make a chain 2 double crochet in order for you to have a straight line on the sides. Yeah, so what next I'm going to do, but then when you reach this other side, you end with half stitch. So right now I'm going to do the half crochet double, 2 double crochet, half crochet. So I'm just going to continue doing one and the same thing that I've been working on the side. I've been working on the downer section till I reach the other side. So guys, see you on the other side. So I'm almost on the other side of my stitch markers, guys. So here, this is where I put my stitch markers here. So I'm going to do 2 chain, then I turn my work. I turn my work here. So from here, I'm just going to be crocheting from this stitch marker to the other side that I put the stitch marker. So my main end is to, I'm going to crochet 25 centimeters for the arms from here right up to the top. So guys, see you on the other end when I reach the 25 centimeters. I'm going to show you exactly how it looks. So guys, so far this is the front part of my dress that I've worked on. Right now I'm going to do the measurement all together. I want it to be 64 centimeters long. I'm going to measure now to see how many centimeters I'm having. Right now I'm having 62 centimeters. So what next that I'm going to do is I'm going to use my stitch markers to separate where the neck will be. So this is what I do. I put the two parts together like this. So I'm going to mark where my neck will be. So this is my stitch marker. I'm going to put one this way, then the other this other way. Make sure that they should be equal. Then I'm going to open. When you open, so this is where my neck will be. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to crochet 2 more lines on both sides. I'll be crocheting 2 more lines on both sides. So guys, when I put my stitch markers, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to work as usual the way I've been doing from this end. I'm going to use the same stitches. See, I reached the stitch marker. So here I go guys, I'm almost where I put my stitch marker. So here and a half stitch, then I make 3 chains, then I come back this other way. So this I'm going to continue. See you the other way. So I'm almost on this other side guys, and my last slim stitch, put my last slim stitch, then I'm going to cut the yarn with my scissors, and I pull the yarn out. So this one side of the neck, then I'm going to work on this other side here, this other side. So I'm going to begin from here. So here is my yarn. I'm going to attach it here where I put my stitch marker. So I make a chain, I make my 2 stitches, half stitch, then I continue with my same stitches, see I reach the other side. Can see here I make my slim stitch, half stitch, then I make my 3 chains and I turn it back this other way, 2 double stitches from the beginning, half stitch, 2 double stitches, then I continue. I continue till I reach where the stitch marker is. Then from there I'm going to cut my yarn, and what I will have, it will be where the neck will be, where I'm going to put the hat. When I crochet the hat, I'm going to place. So see you on the other side, guys. So here I go where the stitch marker is. So what I'm going to do here, I've made 2 lines. This is the first line and this is the second line. So I'm going to cut my yarn this other way as well. So I pull it out. So like you can see, this space here in the middle is where I'm going to put the hat. When I'll crochet, when I'll make the hat, I'll attach it here. So this is the front part of my pullover. I'm having 64 centimeters long. So the back part, I just have to do the same with the back part. So when I reach here, I just have to crochet just 1 line behind, because the front part has to be down and the back part has to be up a little bit. So I'm going to show you guys the back pullover when I reach here. So guys, here I go. This is the back part of my pullover. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this other front part and I'm going to do the measurement, and I'll do the same reduction on the neck. I put these 2 parts together, so you see here. So I'm going to put my stitch marker here, then on this other side too, on this side I'm going to do the same thing. The same, I put my stitch marker here. So this part behind, I'm going to crochet just 1 line. Then here I crochet just 1 line, because normally the front part of the pullover is always longer. The frontal neck is always longer than the back part of the neck. So here I go. This is my yarn. So I'm going to crochet from here, from this part to here. The same stitches. See, I reached this other part. So see you on the other. See you when I reach the stitch markers, guys. So I'm almost on this side, guys, where I put my stitch marker. So here I'm going to do a double stitch, then I'm going to cut my yarn. It's just one line. The back part, the front part, I crocheted two lines. When I reached here, I went back, but the back part, I just need just one line on the back of the pullover. So I'm going to come this other way. So here I'm going to make a chain, 3 chain, 2 double stitches, a single half stitch, then 2 double stitches. So this I'm going to continue with same stitches. See, I reached this other end. So see you guys here. So I'm almost here. Here I do a slim stitch, then I'm going to cut my yarn. So I'm done with the back of my pullover. I'm done. It's really large and my table is small, guys, so you guys cannot see how big it is complete. I'm just managing my table, so hope you don't mind about that. So I keep it. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the hands. The hands, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a chain of 15 chain, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 and 15. Then I add 1 here that I'll crochet back to the chain. And remember, when you are making your chain, don't always make it too tight, so that it should, when you want to come back, it's going to be easy for your needle to be passing through. So on the elastic coat of the hand, I'm just going to be working, but with these half stitches, the half stitches, just the same way that I work on the elastic coat of the pullover. That's how the hands I'm going to do, but the difference is just that the elastic coat of the hand is going to be small. The elastic coat of the hand is going to be smaller. So I come back. So this how I'm just going to continue, guys, knitting down, going down, up, till I reach the final stage. So see you on the, so guys, this is the elastic cut of the hand. So this is what I'm having here. I'm going to see how many meters this. So this is 18 centimeters. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to work on half stitches on top of the elastic coat. So I'll start from here. From here to the other part, I'm just going to do one half stitches, so you can see. So guys, see you on the other side. So I'm almost here, guys. So I'm here. I've worked on half stitches from here to here, so I'm going to come back again on top of the very half stitches. I'm still going to do one more line of half stitches, but this time around I'm going to add 10 half stitches inside. This is the first one I add. The second, the third half, the fourth half. Just put it in your mind. From here I have to add 10 half stitches. So guys, see you on the other end. So here I go here, guys. So on this second line of the half stitches, I've added 10 half stitches. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to make 3 chain, then I'm going to start working from here with the same stitches like that of the pullover. So I'm going to do 2 double stitches, 2 double stitches, 1 half stitch, 2 double stitches. The first line, you have to put your stitches in different holes. You don't put it in the same hole. It's when you are coming back that you start putting the 2 double stitches in the same hole. So here I make 2 double stitches. The next line I put half stitch. The next 2 holes I put 2 double stitches, and the next one that comes I put half. Just like this. See, I'm going to reach the end that way. Put it in mind, you do 2 double stitches, the next row 1 half stitch, 2 double stitches and 1 half stitch. So see you on this other end, guys. So guys, this is what I get. So from here I'm just going to continue the normal stitches of the pullover. From here I'm going to put 2 double stitches in the same hole, then here the half stitch, then the next row followed 2 double stitches, half stitch, 2 double stitches on the same hole. So that's how I'm going to continue till I reach this end. You just have to work on your hand to be big the way you want it. If you want your arm to be open, you you put so many stitches down here, because from the downer section I'm going to work with the same stitches till I go up. So guys, I'll show you when I'm almost up. So guys, this is my first arm that I've worked on. So as from 23 centimeters, I started doing some increases. That's why you can see it open a little bit here. Then as I was going up also, I also do some increases. So from here I started doing increases. The first line I increase one, like a one whole one complete stitches of the double and a half stitches I increase here. Then after I crocheted 3 lines, the next line I do one increase until I reach here where I'm having this my stitch marker. Then from here what I was doing, I increase. When I increase one line, the next line I crocheted without increasing. Then the second line on top I increase. So that's how I did till I reach this end. And my arm is 44 centimeters. I make it 44 centimeters because actually the pullover is already large. So when it's a small pullover, you can make your arm to be 60 centimeters. But as the pullover is already a large pullover, the other increase on the pullover is just going to make it to be perfect. So this is the second arm right now I'm working on. So on this second hand, I'm just going to be doing the same thing like that one. I'm going to do all the increases the same, like from the downer section till 22 centimeters. I don't do any increase. It's from the 22 centimeters that I start to increase. Then to the final end, let me show you guys how many centimeters. The final end is having 37. Let me just say, you can see 38 centimeters large. So here is my second arm. I'm working on this. I'm doing the same increases just like the first arm. You have to try as much as possible to do the same increases. If not, one arm will be big and the other one will be small, which is not good. So when you start right from the bottom to the up, it have to be the same like the first one. So when I finish working on this arm, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work on a hat, because the hat I have to attach it on the pullover. After I finish the hat, then I work on the pockets. So the pullover is going to have a hat attached on it, then with the pockets where you can put your hand, because it's this for cold season. So here I go, guys. So this is my second hand of my pullover. I'm almost getting to the end. So my final, then I'm going to put it with this one and you guys will see. So that's the first arm down, and this is the second arm. As you can see, The two of them are all equal, so I'm going to cut the yarn here. So right now I'm having my two arms. I'm having my two arms. The first arm and the second arm. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start the hat. The front part of the hat. I'll do the elastic cord also with the same like how I begin the pullover and the arms. So I'm going to crochet 12 chain, then I'm going to be working on half crochet on it. And I'm going to make it to be long. So this how I'm going to do. I'm just going to be working on half crochet, front and back, front and back, front and back. Guys, see you on the other end. So this is my elastic cord of the hat that I want to attach on the pullover. As you can see, I've crocheted all through just with the half crochet. The elastic cord is the same like the beginning of the pullover and the arms of the pullover. So let me go down now and do the measurement, and we see how long it is. So you can see it's really long, so I'm going to measure it. This is my meter. So I'm having 54 centimeters. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my yarn. I'm going to take my yarn, this one and this. I'm going to use 4 double 4 like this. This is the other one. And this 3, then and this 4. I'm going to make a long chain. The long chain, I will use it to put it inside of the elastic cord in front. So like you can just see, you can use your big needle to work on this if you find difficulties, because if you are not an expert, you are going to find some few difficulties to crochet this like this. So this is how I'm just going to continue crocheting till I reach the length I want. So guys, see you on the other sides. So guys, this is what I get. Mine is 127 centimeters. It all depends on how you want yours to be long, and if you want it to be bigger than this, you can use more yarn. You can double even 4 or 5. So what I'll do next is I'm going to put it inside of this is my elastic coat. I'll put it inside, so I'll pass it inside somewhere in the middle. I'm going to pass it like this, make a hole somewhere here. So on this other side, you can do your measurement. You see the same place here, the same place. I'm going to pass it out. So I'm going to pass it out the same here. So I take it and I do like this and I pull it. So this is what I get. So what I do next is I'm going to fold this. I'm going to fold it and I'm going to crochet the chain rope inside of the elastic coat. So I'm going to do half crochets from the bottom to the top. I'm going to do half crochets from this bottom right to the other end. I'll close it inside. You see, I'm going to close it like that. So guys, see you on the other end. So guys, here is the hat. Here is the hat that I have to attach on the dress that I'm working on. So I'll soon finish it.
Did you pause it?
So guys, so far I'm almost done with my hat that I'm going to attach to my pullover. So here I go. So I cut this yarn. As you can see, this is it. This is how it's look. So I started with this part and I crocheted it just like elastic coat. So after I make this chain, this long chain, I put inside. So I've been crocheting round and round and round. See, I'm done. So the next thing now I'm going to do is I'm going to crochet the pockets of the dress. So with the pockets, I'm going to begin with a chain. So see you on the other side, guys. So here is my chain. Let me measure it and see how many centimeters I have. I'm having 39 centimeters because I want the pocket to be big, because the person that will be wearing this will wear it where it's cold, so she will always need to put the hands inside the pockets. So right now I'm going to do the same crochets like I crocheted the dress and everything on top of the chain. The 2 double crochet and half crochet from this end to the other end where I begin. Can see. So I'm just going to continue like that, guys. So see you on the other end. So here I go, guys. I'm almost coming to the point where I begin my chain. So here I'm going to make a chain and I'm going to crochet back. So I'm going to continue like this with these same stitches without any reduction or addition till I'll reach like 4 centimeters. So from there I'm going to do reduction. So just continue doing the same stitches. So guys, see you on the other end. So guys, here is the pocket. Finally I decided to make it a little bit longer than the 4 centimeters, so that at least if someone puts something like a phone inside, it will not fall down, because when it's very short you cannot put like a phone inside. So let's see. Finally I've made up to 7 centimeters. So from here I'm going to do the reduction. So I'll use my stitch markers and I'll do the reduction. Okay, 1 2 3 4. So this other side I'll do the same. 1 2 3 4. Wait, because both sides they have to be equal, so when you put their stitch marker you always try to see if it's the same. If it's not the same, you can change the position and put to the same position the other way, so that one side should not be, it should not be one-sided. So now what I'm going to do, I've cut my yarn here, cut my yarn, I remove my crochet, so I turn my work this way. So now right now I'm going to be working just on this part that I've put from here to here going up. So guys, let me begin. Example, this is my yarn here. I'm going to make a chain, a chain. The next thing I do my two stitches just closer to the chain. The next thing I follow with the same stitches. So that's how I going to continue crocheting till I reach the other side of the other stitch markers. That's when I finish with my pockets. I'm going to show you guys exactly how it will look like, what it will look like. So guys, here is the pocket of my pullover that I'm working on. So I've used the same stitches, the same like the pullover, the hands, everything is the same stitches. So when I begin it, I made the first start, I crocheted 6 centimeters. Then from 6 centimeters I did the here, let me show you all here. From here to here I crocheted 6 centimeters. So from these 6 centimeters up here, I've also done 2 reduction. I reduce here, I reduce here, and I did some reduction here. So right now when I crochet this last line, see here, I'm going to do the finishing from this part, the whole sides. I'm going to show you all. So see you on this end. When I reach there, I'm going to show the next thing, how I'm going to do it. So I'm almost getting here, guys. So here I go, and this is what I get. So these are the pockets. I'm going to put it in front of the pullover. So right here I'm going to cut this yarn, and I'll cut it longer because I will use it. I'll also use part of it. So I'm going to remove it. So the next thing I'm going to do, let me remove the stitch markers. So right now I'm going to work on it all around like this to here. I'll start with here, this part here, these corners here. I'll do half stitches here, half stitches, and here I'm not going to do, I'm going to crochet directly. I'm going to crochet directly up there because up there it doesn't need any adjustment, but these corners they need adjustment. So let me start with my half stitches. Let me leave the yarn a little bit long so that I'll use it to, I'll sew when I finish. So from here I'm going to work on half stitches. So you can see I'm going to do half stitches. See, I reshare, then I cut the yarn from here, I come this other way, and I do the same half stitches. So see you guys. So here I go, my half stitches. So here I've done the half stitches, this other way I've done the half stitches. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to crochet all around now with double crochets, normal double crochets all around. So see you on the other side, guys. So I'm almost at this other side. There's something very special that I have to show you guys when you reach this side. When I reach here, this particular place, like you can see here, I crocheted 4. I crocheted 4 on the same hole. So here I'm going to do the same. I'm going to do 4 on the same hole. On the 2 sides. So you see, when you put that 4, it's just going to be so easy for you to turn down. But if you don't put 4, you are going to have a problem here and a problem here. So I continue on this side with my double crochet. Can see how it is. So I'm almost on this downer part. So I put my last crochet, then I leave it here like that. So what next I'm going to do, I'm going to be knitting the front and the back, front and back, till I come to this other end. So I'm going to make a chain. So I turn it and I crochet the front and the back. So this is the finishing of the pocket, so that it will really look beautiful. It's going to be looking good. That's why I have to include this here on the sides of the pockets. So I'm just going to knit front and back, front and back. See, knit front and back till I come to this other side. See you there, guys. So I'm here, guys. You can all see what I'm having right now. You can see. So what next that I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my yarn here, cut my yarn here, Then I'll take my needle, this is the needle, I'll put the yarn inside the needle, then here I'm going to sew it together. This part I'm going to sew it here. Close it with the needle. Make sure you close it well. Yeah. So you can see I've closed it there. So this other part, this part here, you are going to do the same. You take this yarn, you put inside your needle, your big needle, then you close it as well. You close the hole. Always close it well. Close well so that when you do the final stitches on the pullover, it will not get destroyed. So you see, that's it. So right now I'm having all my parts, the hands, the front, the back, the hat. So this is the pocket of the pullover, the hat, the two hands. These are the two hands, as you can see, and the pullover itself. This is the front and the back. So what next I'm going to do now is I'm going to close everything. The first thing I'll do is I'll take the front part of the pullover. So the first thing I'm going to do is this, the front part of my pullover. I take it, and this is the pocket. I'm going to place it on top of it, right down here, directly on top of the chain. You make sure that these sides, they are equal. This side here, sorry, this side here should be equal to this other side here. So you place this exactly on the middle of it, then you are going to sew the pockets on top of the pullover. So this is the pocket I'm putting all together with the needle. See, here I go. So the downer section, I sew it from the inner part. Here, put the needle, then I cut, and we see what I have. So that's the pocket. That is the first side that I've sew it. This is how it's going to be. This downer section, I put it and I sew it here, so I'm going to put it like this, and this will be the good part. So when I put it that way, I'm going to straighten it. Then I'm also going to close up there. I'm also going to close here. Then I'll come back and I will also close this corner. Then I'll do the same to this other corner. So I just have to put it here. Then I sew it. Try as much as possible to sew it very well, because when you don't sew it well, if somebody put the hands there in the pocket, everything will get destroyed. So when you are sewing, you have to be so careful and make it in the way that the person will really enjoy his or her pullover. Wear it and get tired and throw it, not that is because it's destroying, get bad and the person is throwing it away. So this I will sew it till I reach here. Then from there I'll come down here and I'll sew this part, then this other side too the same. I'm sorry my table is not too big, I'm just managing because the pullover is really big. So see you when I put all the pockets together. So here I go guys, so you can see this my pockets that I've put together. This is how it's. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the back part of the pullover. This is the back. This is the back. So I'm going to put the two together like this. Then I'm going to close the hands. This hand I'll close here. Then this other hand I'll also close, all using my needle. So I put the two of them equally together, then I sew it. I'm going to sew them together from this end to this end. See you here guys. So you can see I've closed it guys. So now I'm going to move this other way. So this yarn, I'm just using those yarns that when I was crocheting I cut them and I leave them longer, so I'm just going to be using but them to sew the pullover back with it together. So it's the same thing, just put the two of them together, use your needle and you sew together from this end till this other end. See you guys here guys. Some here I'm right here. So this yarn, I'll just leave it there because I still need it again. So you can see these are the two sides that I've put together. So the next thing I'm going to move to is I'm going to put the hat. So here is the hat. I'm going to attach it on the neck right here. This is where the neck is. I'm going to put it all around, but with the hat I'm going to use the crochet to sew it all around with it. So here, when you want to put your hat, when I want to put my hat, I'll make sure I get the right side, because this side that is coming down is the front, and this other part that is higher up, that's the back. So this is the hat, this is the hat. I put it together like this. Then I'm going to put my stitch marker, put the stitch marker on the middle. Then I come here on the back part and I put it exactly on the middle. So when I put it like that, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fix it well, all the sides. Then I'm going to sew it all around, guys. So I use the stitch marker to hold this other side. So this side I'm going to use my yarn and my crochet hook, and I'm going to stitch it all around with my crochet hook. The reason why I'm using my crochet hook is because I want the neck to be elastic. I don't want it to be too tight. When you use the needle, sometimes if the neck was not too large, it will be too tight and will be difficult to wear. So I will recommend it if you are working on the neck of your pullover. You should always try to do but crochet there with your crochet hook rather than using the needles. The needle is okay for the hands, the side, but the neck, sometimes it's always complicated. Use it on the neck, to sew the neck with it. Sometimes it becomes too tight that the head of someone will find it difficult to wear it. So me, I always prefer to use but my crochet hook to sew the neck, to crochet the neck of my pullovers. The crochet is more easier. It's more easier for the neck to be passing through, because when I'm doing the crochet, some holes I'm putting two half crochets, some holes I'm putting just one, but with the needle you just have to sew it directly. So guys, see you when I walk all around it. I just have to do it like that all around to the hattie. I come back on this other side. So here I go, I've put the hat all around. So right now I'm going to remove my stitch marker. I'm going to remove my stitch marker. So the next thing I have to work on is on the hands. I have to put the hands together as well. So these are my hands of the pullover. I'll make sure I place it exactly on the middle like this. Put the stitch marker, then you put the hands together. I'm going to sew it from there to here and from the other section to here. So here are the hands, guys. So I'm going to put my stitch marker on the middle of the hand, then I'm going to bring it here and I'll put it on the middle here. that one. Next I'm going to do, I'm going to sew it from here till this other point down there. So I'm going to be using my needle to sew it up. So this is the yarn. I'll put inside my thread. Then I'm going to start right from here. Start from here. Then I sew it like that. I'm going to sew it this way. Sew it this way. This half was here. I go, then I'm going to come back on top of it. So from here now, I'm going to sew down the other way. I'm going to sew it down like that. See, I reach this other end here. So guys, see you on the other end. So guys, here I go. I've sew the long sides. Let me put the needle, my yarn, and I cut. Then I show you. So this is it. I sew it like this. So this other arm, this way, I'm going to just do the same thing like the other way. So here it is. Here is the arm. So I'm just going to put it the same. I'm going to put it together the same, just the way I did with the other one. So here I put my yarn here. Then I make sure both sides are equal. Then on this middle part, I'm going to put the needle, because this is the middle. I'm going to put the needle. So I'm going to sew it down this way. Then I sew this other one down the other way, just the same way that I've done with the other part. So guys, right now I'm done putting the two hands together. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the sides together. So I'm going to be sewing from here to the hand, and the other sides I'm going to do the same from the downer section to the hand. Then I'll show you all the final result of the pullover. So I put this yarn here. I have to pass it inside here because I already sew here, so I've no use there. So put the two arms together here. So I begin from here. I'm going to be sewing like this and going down. So that's, I'm just going to sew till I reach this end, then I'll sew the other part, then I turn it the other way, I do the same thing, then I'll show you guys the final result of the pullover. So guys, I've finished to put everything together. So right now we are going to see the final look of the pullover. So I'm going to turn it. I'm going to turn, and I'm going to open it on top of a mannequin, and we'll see how the final look is like. So guys, here is the final end of my pullover. As you can see, is it on top of the mannequin. These are the pockets that I put, and this the hat.